heard someone say, I paid for a land in Nigeria, but today I don't even know where the property or the land is. Or you've heard of stories where they say a particular plot of land has been sold to more than 20 persons. Or some of the situation was scam in Nigerian real estate where the document looked completely genuine. When people do their verification, it was really a problem. Or maybe you personally experienced something like this before. You paid for a property, you trusted the person, you were excited about the investment, then suddenly another person approached you and said, this land is for me. And the person says, this is my land. And that's when the problem starts. The painful thing about property scams is that they don't always look like scams at all. They look so genuine. Sometimes the person is always very friendly, the document looks so official and the rest, but suddenly you just see that the property does not exist. And again, one thing again is that the price is looking so fantastic. Now imagine somebody telling you to buy a property in Ibejuleki or Ekpe that is close to the Lekki International Airport for 10 million naira. That person wants to fraud you. That's exactly why people fall for this scam. So today I'll be sharing 6 property scams you need to watch out for when buying real estate in Nigeria, and the simple check you can do to protect you. So if you have somebody who is planning to buy a property in Nigeria right now, send them this video. It might just save them a lot of money and heartbreak. The number one scam I'll be talking about is the same land sold to multiple people. Now imagine traveling from abroad or even from anywhere, any part of the state to buy a property in Lagos, Nigeria, and you met the agent, you inspected the land, you received the receipt and agreement, you pay your money for the property, you go home feeling like, yeah, I just got a plot of land right now. And you say to yourself, finally, I've bought my property. Then on the day you came back to develop it, maybe you came to do the fencing, or you want to do the gate, or you want to just put a foundation on the land, and somebody else is already there. That is so devastating. And when you come to the land, somebody will just appear and say, excuse me, this is my land. You pull out your documents, they pull out their own documents too, and the both of you have paperwork on the property. This is one of the reasons you should never rely on a receipt or deed of assignment. Before you pay, you need to know who exactly owns this property. Has it already been allocated to somebody else? So these are questions you need to ask. Is there any allocation record? Who is the other buyers on that layout? Because the document sitting in your file doesn't automatically mean the land is safe. Now, this is a check. Don't just ask to see the document. Verify the ownership allocation independently. And if you're buying inside an estate, ask questions about the estate allocation record. So all of these are going to help you when it comes to real estate scams in Nigerian real estate. Number 2 is the beautiful fake document. This one can really deceive people because sometimes the document looks so good. You see the CFO, you see the stamps, you see the signature, you see the numbers, you see everything. Everything looks so official, everything looks so good. And you are thinking, what else do I need to check? But here's the problem. A document can look real and still not belong to that property. Yes. Or it can be altered, or it may not exist in the registry at all. The land of registry. This is where many investors make a mistake. They allow the seller's lawyer do all of the checking. But remember this, that the seller is protecting their transaction. You need somebody protecting your own interest. Now, these are the checks you need to do concerning this point I just mentioned. Get your own lawyer or qualified professional to conduct an independent search on that property. Don't admire the documents. Yeah, verify it. Because you are not buying paper, you are buying ownership. Number 3 scam is land under government acquisition. This one is so painful because sometimes the land looks so perfect. Some properties in Ekpe that belong to the military, and some people sold it, people didn't check. So everybody who bought properties in that area all got caught out in this kind of scam. So you're checking the land is dry. Some people just check that, okay, the land is dry, the land is accessible, people are already building around it, the price is attractive, and the seller tells you, oh, don't worry, it's free from government acquisition, and you just relax without doing your findings. So the next thing you do is to pay and you fence it. And you start making plans on how to start building on the land. Then later, you discover that this is a government acquisition issue. Like the military land I talked about. That's a government land. There's no how you want to fight the military people. So now imagine putting your life savings into a property and discovering that the land cannot legally be developed the way you expected it. That's not an investment anymore. That's headache. I'm telling you. And here is the emotional trap. The cheaper price makes you want to believe the story. This is a bargain. If I don't buy now, somebody else will. So please just slow down. Most of the time when you see cheap land, it isn't always a bargain. Sometimes the price is low because there is a problem you haven't discovered yet. Now, properties around the Lekki, Bejuleki, Ekpe, as this, you can be getting it for 20 million and above. Some people will tell you, come and buy it for 5 million. You need to be very careful. So these are the checks you need to do. Verify the land status independently yourself. Settle for it is not under government acquisition. Ask for the evidence. Check the survey. Check the relevant government record, and have a professional verify the status before you pay. The number 4 scam is the estate that never delivers. Let's talk about something many investors are afraid of: off-plan properties. Off-plan properties are properties that you key into it before the property is completed, like talking about houses and the rest, apartments and the rest. So someone shows you beautiful 3D images, a swimming pool, including a swimming pool, a clubhouse, a beautiful road, a lot of amazing things on the 3D, the security, the light, everything on the 3D, the green spaces, everything looks amazing on the 3D, but when it comes to the actual project, nothing has been done on it. And they will tell you, this is the early bird price. Once phase 1 closes, the price is going up, blah, 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 blah. Now, because you don't want to miss the opportunity, you end up paying for the property. But here's the questions you need to ask. What has the developer actually delivered before? There are some off-plan projects that the developer is delivering back to back like the Igbo women. You understand? So because the property is beautiful does not mean you should just go into it like that. Beautiful renders are not proof of delivery. Marketing is not delivery. A launch event is not delivery. And promises are not infrastructure. So ask so that they can show you what they've already completed. Don't just ask them to show you pictures. You can go there yourself and verify. So you need to go there, stand on the property, talk to people who bought before you. So when you talk to people who bought before you, you ask them, developer deliver what they promise. A developer's track record can tell you more than the biggest billboard. Number 5 scam in Nigeria Lagos real estate is the fake agents. This is especially dangerous for Nigerians in the diaspora, because imagine you're in London, Eastern, Canada or Dubai, and you find someone online selling property in Nigeria, and they send you the videos, they do a video call with you, they even send you pictures from the site. Everything feels so legitimate. They even tell you, sir, ma, we have another buyer interested in this property. So you need to just act fast. You need to pay today. You need to pay immediately. And because you are afraid of losing the property, you transfer the money. And suddenly, calls aren't being answered again. They refuse to pick your call. WhatsApp messages aren't delivering. All of these challenges. And the person you thought you were dealing with disappears. So these are some of the challenges I see in Nigeria real estate, and that's why diaspora investors have to be extra careful, because distance makes verification harder. So these are the checks: verify the company, verify the person, verify the account you are paying into, and speak with previous clients independently so you can have an idea of what you're buying and who you are buying from. Not somebody the agent chooses to put on a group call. A genuine professional like a lawyer or an architect or a surveyor shouldn't be afraid of verification. Number 6 scam on my list is the family land problem. This is the one you have to be very, very careful, because it's very, very complicated. You meet one person who says, this land belongs to my family. I have the authority to sell it. You agree, you pay, you collect your documents. Then another member of the family, now will say, oh, I am the how do they call it? I am the head of the family. Oh, a mini, how do they call that? Olori Ebi. So they will start asking you, who sold this land to you? You start explaining, and they respond that the person that has no authority, they start telling you that the person that sold that land to you has no authority to sell. Now you are caught in the middle of a family dispute you didn't create. And this is where many buyers make the mistake of thinking, but I already paid. Unfortunately, paying money doesn't automatically show an ownership problem. So these are what you need to check. So find out who has the legal authority to sell. Make sure the necessary family consent and documentation are properly in place. In fact, most times I tell my clients that they should just go around and do verification to know who is the elder person in the family. And if the ownership structure is complicated, get professional legal advice before you make any payment. So you don't have to wait after there's a dispute before you start looking for professional service or legal advisors to assist you in some of these cases. Listen to me carefully. These 6 scams look different, but there is something they all have in common. The buyer was given a reason to stop asking questions. Pay today. Other buyers are coming. Don't worry. The documents are here. My lawyer has checked everything. These are some of the statements you hear. Everyone is buying into this project. You too need to buy into it. Just trust me. You don't have any issue at all. All of these are what people are facing. And that's where I want you to be very careful. You need to start asking yourself when they are trying to divert attention from verification. You need to ask yourself, why are these people afraid of allowing me check? Real opportunities can survive verification. A genuine property can survive due diligence. A genuine developer can survive questions. A genuine agent should be comfortable with you verifying everything. So remember this: urgency is a weapon, verification is the shield. Don't let excitement make you skip all of these checks. If you have somebody in Nigeria or abroad who is planning to buy land or property, send them this video because this video is going to be helpful. Don't wait until they lose money before you warn them. And if you are currently considering a property and you are not completely sure about the document, the ownership, the developer, or the investment, you don't need to buy it. Just hold on. You can send me the property details and the documentation you have, and I will help you understand what needs to be checked before you commit your hard-earned money. So whether you're buying through me or simply trying to make a safer investment or safer decision, verification should come before payment. Don't just buy a property because it looks so good. Buy a property because you verified it either in the land of registry or you've contacted your lawyer to do all the verification for you, and then you are good to go on that transaction. I remain Mr. James of Welfare Global Properties Limited, the queen of cash flow real estate, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.